organize the answer properly, then you post to the Jamboard. Okay, right? You don't need to post the answer to the Jamboard now because I know many of you either you don't have time to do or maybe you not really know how to do. Okay, then if I ask you to do right now to post the answer to the Jamboard, maybe you take long time lah. So I go through with you first. I roughly give you some idea, but I expect you to post the answer later. Okay, once you have done everything, then you'll post your answer later. Okay. All right. So for your question one, for this A union B, A intersect B. So you remember we said is A union B for mutually exclusive event, event A, event B, A and B no intersection. So when I say I want A or B, okay, A or B will be probability A plus probability B. Okay, mutually there's no intersection, then it is very clear lah. When I say A or B, meaning I take the probability A plus the probability B, then it will be your A union B. Means everything of A and everything of B. You just add together only. This is for non-mutual, mutually exclusive event. Okay, if for non-mutually exclusive event, it is like this: A, B. There is intersection in between. Okay, if there is intersection, my probability A union B will be probability A plus probability B minus A intersect B. Okay, why do I need to take A minus the A intersect B? Okay, so I show you now. This is A. All right. So if I say everything of A and everything of B, including the intersect, which means it's supposed to be this part, this part, plus this part, plus this part. Correct or not? If I say A union B means everything of A, everything of B. So basically means this yellow color, add the blue color, add the green color. Then it is my A union B. But then when you take probability A, probability A means this whole thing. This whole thing belongs to A. You see, I already take my yellow color and my blue color when I said probability A. If probability B, which means I actually take green and also the blue, can see or not? So initially we said we take yellow, we take blue, and we take green. Now it seems that if we say I want A union B means everything of A, everything of B, I take the yellow, blue, green, blue. 2 times of the blue, you can see or not? That's why you have to minus 1 time of the intersect out. Okay, this is when it is non-mutually exclusive. When they say A union B, then you take A plus B minus the intersect. Then you ask, how do I know when do we use the mutually exclusive? When do we use the non-mutually exclusive? So actually, it's simple. If the question you see they tell you there is intersection, then you know yes, I have to use the second method, second addition rules. Second addition rule where this is for the non-mutually exclusive event. If mutually exclusive event, then you just need to take A and B together without the intersection. Okay, if you look at question 1, okay, this idea you clear? Okay, if question 1, for events A and B, it is known that probability A equals to probability B. Probability A intersect B is 0.1 and probability A union B is 0.7. Find the probability A. Okay, referring to this question, do you think I will be using formula number 1 or formula number 2? Why?
Because
Formula
the probability A intersect B is equal to 0.1 instead of 0.
Okay, so you use the formula
2.
number 2. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, so we use number 2 because you see, I am given the intersect or I know A intersect B is 0.1. So I cannot use this one because there is intersection. So you have to use the formula number 2. Clear or not? Okay. All right. Good. You are clear with it. So Probability A union B is probability A plus probability B minus A intersect B. So probability A union B, they tell you 0.7. Probability A, I don't know, they ask you to find. So I write probability A long. Probability B, okay, we don't write probability B here because what you want to find is probability A. If you have two unknown, then we cannot get the answer. But here they tell you B is actually equals to A. Can see or not? So instead of putting probability B, I also put probability A. Okay? All right, because B and A is the same thing. So I put probability A. And minus the intersect is 0.1. Okay, from here, you know how to work it out or not? All right, so you work out this one, then we will see whether you get the correct answer. For those who haven't do, you work out this one. So continue on the calculation. Okay, Yes, 0.8 divided by 2. Oh, okay. If you put, can, same thing also. Same thing also, Angel. Like this one also same thing. I said 0.7, you bring over become 0.7 plus 0.1. So it is 0.8. So you get 2 PA. So I put 2 times of PA. Lo. So my PA will be 0.8 over 2. Lo. Then it is 0.4. So if you still put probability B, then later on the next step you put PA plus PB. Now since PA equals to PB, therefore 0.8 divided by 2, also the same thing. Basically also the same thing. Okay, so question 1, everyone okay with it? Any question with question 1 or not? Okay, can So if question 2, okay, if question 1 okay, we proceed to see question 2. Okay, question 2, A complement is 2 over 3. Probability B is 1 over 2. Probability A intersect B is 1 over 12. Find the probability A union B. Okay, this question, A complement is 2 over 3. What about your probability A? A is what? If A complement is 2 over 3, probability A will equals to
3 over 3.
1 over 3. Yes, okay, 1 over 3. Yeah, 1 minus 2 over 3. So remember the A and A complement, so add together must equals to 1. So if A complement is 2 over 3, so A will be 1 minus 2 over 3, you get 1 over 3. Okay, clear or not? It's something like what is the probability that this product, okay, let's say the probability that the product will be good, probability that the product will be good is 0.6. Okay, 0.6. Then the probability that the product will be no good, will be bad, defective, will be 0.4. Okay, 0.6, 0.4, because add together the total is equals to 1. Okay, so you work out. If you know your A is 1 over 3, B is 1 over 2, A intersect B is 1 over 12, find the A union B. Okay, this one you find. Can or not? Task can do. Suk Jing, okay, Suk Jing.
哇，十住。
Suk Jing can hear me, Suk Jing? Maybe not really can hear me. The rest of you can hear me talking or not?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
okay. Okay, thank you. All right. So here, I do one time. I think you know what to do this one. Because this question, they show you there is intersection. Again, if there is intersection, then we'll be using the second formula. So here, A union B equals to probability A plus probability B minus A intersect B. So probability A is 1 over 3. Probability B is 1 over 2. A intersect B is 1 over 12. So you either use manual calculation times 4 times 4 times 6 times 6, then plus and minus, or use calculator 1 over 3 plus 1 over 2 minus 1 over 12. Then you will get your answer equals to 3 over 4. Over, okay, 1 over 3, how to get from your calculator? Press 1. The over is, you can see the button A, B, C. This button. This is your over. Okay, you press 1, then this button, then you press 3. So it will show you 1, then this sign. This is over 3. Okay, this one means 1 over 3. Okay, press 1 time. Okay, sorry, just now question 1. I wanted to show you the Venn diagram for question 1. But I forgot already. So for question 1, this one, I showed you the Venn diagram. If for those who want to use Venn diagram to solve, so you see, A union B, A intersect B is 0.1. So you draw. This is my Venn diagram. Singing a bit. Okay, so you say A intersect B 0.1. So I put 0.1 here. Okay, so I don't know what is this part and don't know what is this part. Okay, but then they tell you A union B is 0.7 and AB is the same. So if 0.7, this is 0.1, meaning this one and this one add together will be 0.6. Okay, if 0.6, then same thing, so my 0.3, 0.3 lor. Okay, so your probability A will be 0.3 plus 0.1, then you get 0.4. It's the same thing also. Okay, now I ask you 0.3, 0.1, 0.3. This is probability to get A, probability to get B, probability to get both, for example. What about outside? Probability for none of this. What am I supposed to put here outside? What is the probability?
1 minus P probability A union B. Is it?
Okay, yes, correct. 1 minus probability A union B. A union B is 0.7, which means you take 1 minus 0.3 minus 0.1 minus 0.3. Then you get 0.3 outside. Okay, clear or not? Total must equals to 1 also. Okay, so if you know this one is 0.7, meaning this is 0.7. So 1 minus the 0.7, I get 0.3. Okay, all right, good. So if you roughly get the idea of the Venn diagram already, remember the Venn diagram, we always put the intersect first. Okay, always put the intersect first. So the A is not only belongs to this part, this whole thing is your A. Okay, and this whole thing is your B. This is the A intersect B, means the common of A and B. Okay, now I want you to try question 7. Okay, I read through the question with you. A student artist who has entered an oil painting and a watercolor in a show feels that the probability are respectively 0.19, 0.13, and 0.11 that she will sell the oil painting, the watercolor, or both. Okay, meaning the probability to sell the oil painting is this. The probability to sell the watercolor, probability to sell both. Okay, so to draw this one, first thing you have to define. Let's say L lah, I put that L be the event selling oil painting. Okay, then what W be the event selling watercolor. Okay, then using L and W, okay, you draw your Venn diagram now based on the information that you have. Okay, draw a Venn diagram to show the above information. Then you can see your 1, 2, 3, see whether you are able to answer according to the Venn diagram that you have drawn or not. Try out now. Draw the Venn diagram, then after that, see whether you are able to answer the question or not. Okay or not? Done already? Outside the diagram cannot get it. Oh, okay. Outside the diagram, meaning same thing lah. If I ask you, same as the A and the A complement. A and the A complement. So if I draw in the Venn diagram, it is something like, if I say this is A, so A is 0.4. So A complement means outside of the A, then this one will be 0.6. Okay, so same thing if I say this one, I expand it to be bigger. I mean, I have two circles here. If this is 0.3, same as this question, 0.1, 0.3. So basically, for this one, I assume this is A and B. So A and B, you have 0.3, 0.1, 0.3. Whereas if not the A and B, means the outside complement. So the complement will be 1 minus 0.3 minus 0.1 minus 0.3. So I get 0.3 also. Basically, it's actually the same, just that this one you have only one circle, easier to see. This one you have two circles. Okay, not Yun Dong. 1 minus 0.7. Yeah, yes, 1 minus 0.7. Because this 3 equals to 0.7. So 1 minus 0.7, you get 0.3. Yeah, you're right. Okay? Okay, clear? All right. So if we see this one, okay. So you said a Venn diagram to show the above information. I always said fill in the intersect first. Okay, fill in the intersect first. So the intersect is 0.11. So we said sell the oil painting, sell the watercolor. So to sell the oil painting and watercolor is 0.11. Okay, 0.11. Sell both. If sell only the oil painting is 0.19. 0.11 taken, so this part actually remains 0.08. Okay, what about this one? If 0.11 taken, my watercolor is 0.13, meaning this one is 0.02. Okay, all right. So now you tell me what am I supposed to put here? 0. What?
0.79.
Okay, 0.79. Same now, use 1 minus a 0.08 minus 0.11 minus 0.02, then you get 0.79. Clear or not? Okay, this is how your Venn diagram looks like. So here, now you answer the question. They said, what is the probability that she will sell either of these works but not both? Either of these but not both. This is both. So they want to sell either watercolor or either oil painting, but not the both together. Therefore, your answer will be either this part or this part. So 0.08 plus 0.02, then you get 0.1. Okay, this is part 1. Either one only. Either watercolor or maybe either the oil painting or maybe the watercolor, but not both. So 0.08 plus 0.02. Okay. In part 2, neither of these work. Neither of these. Not the watercolor, not the oil painting. So you can see your answer is 0.79. Okay. Okay, what about this one? The oil painting but not the watercolor. Okay, anyone can give this answer? The oil painting but not the watercolor.
0.08.
Okay, 0.08. Because this one is, I know this is oil painting. Okay, but this part include the watercolor also. I said I want only the oil painting. I don't want to the watercolor. So that's why only this part. So the answer is 0.08. Clear or not? Okay, work it out.
Miss, can I ask for question like this? So for like B1, 2, and 3, do we need any calculation or we just refer to the Venn diagram and answer the question?
Yeah, if you already draw the Venn diagram, then yes, you can refer to the Venn diagram and you draw. I mean, you can refer to the Venn diagram, then you answer. If without the Venn diagram, let's say part 2, if without the Venn diagram, then maybe you can write down the formula. Neither means A union B is A and B, A or B. But if neither means no, lor, I have a complement on top. Lor. So this one will be 1 minus the A union B. So I know A union B is what? A union B is 0.19. Okay, 0.19 plus 0.13 minus 0.11, correct or not? If I use the calculation, this one, wait, let me write down. This one, A union B is basically your A plus B
21.
minus the intersect. What is 21? A plus B minus the intersect. So A is 0.19. Sorry, not A plus B. I use the L and W, right? Too used to the A and B already. L, W, L intersect W. Okay, so probability L is 0.19. Probability W is 0.13. Probability intersect L and W is 0.11, right? So same, you use 1 minus this one minus this one minus this one, then 1 minus this plus this one, then your answer will equals to 0.79 also. Okay, 0.21, you mean? Okay, yeah. Minus 1 minus 0.21, you also get 0.79. Get it or not? If you want to use formula, if let's say the question don't ask you to draw Venn diagram, then it's up to you whether you want to use formula or you want to use the Venn diagram. Is okay. So if you use formula, you have to show because formula you cannot see the 0.08, 0.02. This is from the Venn diagram. You can see, you show the Venn diagram, then you can directly know my answer is 0.79. But if it is not, then you have to show the formula by doing this way. Okay?
Okay, thank you, Miss.
All right, thank you. Write down the answer also for the formula, just in case. Okay, write this down before we proceed to another question. So far, okay or not? You get the idea or not? Hopefully can. Write down first. If you have more choices for you to answer the question, maybe it is okay lah. At least when you do, you're not fixed to only one methods. How to know either we use which formula? Get the idea. Yun Tong, which formula that you mean?
Both.
Both means what? When
Is two formula is here, right? So the
you mean these
question.
two?
Yeah.
Wait, these two.
Yes.
These two, as I told you, you see whether there's intersection or not. If the question consists of intersection, then you have to use number 2. If no intersection, you know is mutually exclusive, no intersection, then it will be number 1.
Okay.
See whether there's intersection or not. Like this question, they already give you intersection, you know there is intersection, then you have to use number 2. This question also there is intersection, then we use number 2.
Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
Miss.
Okay, the one without intersection is like they ask you probability, same as our lecture notes. They say PA is probability to score A, PB is probability to score B. A cannot intersect B because for one particular subject, I cannot have the grade. One student cannot score A and B at the same time for one particular subject, right? So that one is the mutually exclusive event, meaning A and B cannot happen together. So I know A and B cannot happen together, so we will be using the first formula. Oh? Okay, so after this, after the question 7, we will be looking at the question 3. Okay, for question 3, if event A and B are such that they are independent. Okay, independent I haven't introduced to you. This is your another rules. Okay, multiplication rules, which is not your addition rule anymore. This is under the multiplication rule. So A and B, if they are independent, okay, keep in mind, if independent meaning probability A intersect B will be probability A times probability B times together if it is intersect. I mean, if it is independent. Okay, what is the meaning of independent? Okay, independent is like, let's say, I said students must complete. I mean, a student must pass all the exam. Okay, event A is the student pass all the exam. Event B is the students graduate from the university. So A is pass all the exam, B is graduate from the university. So B is actually depends on A, correct enough? If the students pass all the subject except one particular subject, then the students actually not able to graduate from the university. So to graduate or not to graduate, it has to depends on whether the student pass all the subjects or not. So that is the case where it is dependent events. Okay, independent and mutually exclusive is actually different thing. Don't mix them together. Okay, independent but can be non-mutually exclusive or mutually exclusive also. All right. So if we say it is independent, it is like uh, event A is event A. It is raining outside. Okay, we say event A is probability raining. Okay, probability that it will rain. So event B is the probability that I will graduate from the university. So do you think raining or not will actually affect whether you will graduate from the university or not? No, right? Totally two different things. Raining or not raining, you still have the chance to graduate or not to graduate. The to graduate or not to graduate, it is not depends on whether it is raining or not raining, right? So if that's the case, it is considered as independent event. So if it is independent event, then the A intersect B will be A times B. Okay, so this question they tell you it is actually independent event, yes or no? Independent. So they ask you to find A intersect B. After you get the A intersect B, find the A union B. A union B, you relate it to the formula, this one or this one. Okay, you think about it, whether you are supposed to use equation 1 or equation 2. Then they ask, are the events A and B mutually exclusive or not? Okay, you work out this one first. A intersect B, I already tell you, A intersect B for independent event, it is probability A times probability B. Then after you get this, you find your A union B. Okay, we'll discuss in a while. Try to work it out. Okay. Can or not, class? How do independent and dependent? Malong, what is the independent and dependent? You answer the question just now, is it?
Miss, never mind, never mind. I wait you for the lecture.
Oh, okay. Okay, so for this question, they tell you it is independent, right? So independent. All right. So my A intersect B will be probability A times probability B. So probability A is 0.3. Probability B is 0.5. Then I get 0.15. Okay, 0.15 is my probability A intersect B. What about A union B? A union B, do I use the number 1 or number 2? Maybe we see number 2. Okay, we Yun Tong, yeah, I just about to ask you. So Yun Tong say number 2 and Jerry say number 2. Okay, yes, we use number 2. Why? Because they already give you, I mean, not already give you already calculated the A intersect B equals to 0.15. You know that is intersection. So we use number 2 lah. Huh? So probability A union B equals to A plus B minus the A intersect B. So A is 0.3, B is 0.5 minus the intersect 0.15. So 0.8, 0.65. Okay, get it or not? This is your A union B. And they ask you whether event A and B mutually exclusive. Okay, how you answer? Mutually exclusive or not?
No, no, no.
No. Why?
Because the A, what? The A intersect B is not 0.
Yes, good. Okay. So you say yes, non-mutually exclusive. Then when you say non-mutually exclusive, you no need to write the reason in one paragraph. You no need to say because this that lah. No need. You just need to support your answer with the calculation, with the figure. So you know A intersect B is what? 0.15. Then you say since probability A intersect B is 0.15 not equals to 0. Okay, 0.15 it is not 0. Therefore, A and B are not mutually exclusive. Clear? Okay, since A and B equals to 0.15 not equals to 0, therefore A and B are not mutually exclusive. Just to write like this then is enough. Okay, write down your answer. Okay, I proceed. So remember the concept is if it is independent, then the A intersect B will be A times B. Okay, probability A times probability B. So for today, I'm not going to touch the dependent yet lah. The dependent I'm not going to touch. I will just go through the independent one first. Okay, all right. So now you check this question 6. Okay, question 6. A manufacturer purchases two machines A and B. The probability that A will last 5 years is 4 over 5. And the probability that B will last 5 years is 3 over 4. Find the probability that, okay, A, B, C, D. So you look at this question, it is like, okay, I have two machines. Okay, I purchased two machines. So probability A will last 5 years is 4 over 5, meaning the probability, the chance that the A can use for 5 years is 4 over 5. Okay, and the chance that the B can use for 5 years is 3 over 4. So this one same law. I said A can last 5 years is 4 over 5. Something like we said the chance that my parents will allow me to go to your house is 80%. 80% chance my parents will allow me to go to your house. So 0.8 lah. Probability that my parents will allow me to go to your house is 0.8. So what is the probability that my parents don't allow? If allow is 0.8, so don't allow will be 1 minus 0.8 becomes 0.2, correct or not? Therefore, here if they said the machine can last 5 years is 4 over 5. So probability machine A can last 5 years is 4 over 5. So cannot last 5 years will be 1 over 5. This one clear? Okay, 4 over 5 is can last, cannot last. A probability B can last is 3 over 4. Probability B cannot last is 1 over 4. This one clear, huh? Okay, class? Get the idea? Okay, it's something like the A and A complement, B and B complement. So A is can last 5 years. Probability machine A can last 5 years, so it's 4 over 5. Probability machine A cannot last 5 years, it will be 1 over 5. Okay, so if they say probability B can last 5 years is 1 over 4, 3 over 4. So therefore, probability B cannot last 5 years will be 1 over 4. Lor. Okay. Then, if the question asks you to find the probability that both machine will last 5 years. So now I ask you first. You think machine A and machine B, whether they can last 5 years or cannot last 5 years, machine A and machine B, whether can last or cannot last, it is independent event or dependent event. Independent or dependent. A and B. You think A and B is independent or dependent?
Independent.
Independent.
Independent. Why is it independent? Independent because just now I said, yeah, Angel answer.
Because there are two types of machines, so either the machine A is broken, the machine B will not be affected.
Yeah, correct. So another reason we say it is independent because just now I said I only cover independent now. Today I'm not going to cover dependent, right? But no, that's not the reason. Okay, independent because there are two different machines. One is machine A and machine B. If machine A is broke down, okay, if machine A broke down, not necessary machine B have to be has to break down also, correct or not? Machine A, maybe machine A in good condition, machine B maybe with will break down, depends. Okay, so A and B actually it is two individual machine, different machine, they operate separately. Okay, so that's why we say this is independent. Okay, unless they tell you machine A actually depends on machine B. If machine B break down, machine A must break down, something like that. Then it is dependent. Okay, but for this one, no lah. It is actually two different machines, they operate separately. So that's why A and B actually independent. Okay, so just now we said if independent, A intersect B will be probability A times probability B, right? A and B. Probability A intersect B is probability A and B. So A and B is probability A times probability B. So if we said the both machine will last 5 years, machine A will last 5 years, machine B also will last 5 years. So this one will be probability A and B also will last 5 years. Okay, all right, we work it out. If they say only machine A will last 5 years, I have two machine. If only A will last, what happened to the B? A will last or not? No long, because they say only machine A will last. So if only machine A will last, meaning machine B don't last. Get it? Okay. And part C, at least one machine will last 5 years. At least one will last. So you have to know lah. For this question, the sample space, if I have only two machines, either both will last, maybe A last, B don't last, or maybe A don't last, B last, or maybe both also don't last. These are the four possibility that we will have. Okay, the four possibility that we will have. So if they say at least one machine will last, meaning this one, and this one. At least one will last, correct or not? At least one will last. So either both also last, or maybe A last, or maybe B last. You can find the probability and add up, okay? Or you think if there is another way for you to solve, then you solve. Later we will check together. Actually, for this part C, we have I think around 4 methods to get the answer. You try it out first, see what is the method that you use. We discuss later. And for D, neither machine will last 5 years. None of the machine. So A cannot and B also cannot. Okay? Alright. So work out this one. Any question or not? You try to work it out and see whether okay or not. Try this one. You have to go through one by one. Try question by question. Okay or not? Anyone managed to get the answer ready?
Yes.
Already. Okay, then we discuss together. Okay, so for the first one, when they say both machine will last 5 years, meaning A and B also last 5 years. Okay, A lasts 5 years and B also lasts 5 years. So A lasts 5 years is 4 over 5. B lasts 5 years is 3 over 4. So I get my answer 3 over 5. Okay, and if only machine A will last 5 years, so machine A lasts, machine B don't last. So A last is 4 over 5, B don't last is 1 over 4. So my answer is 1 over 5. Okay, all right. If at least one machine will last 5 years, either you said for this one, I want to take probability um, A last, B last. No lah, don't write like this. Since I already get the answer, so I just write A last 5 years, B also last, or A last, B don't last, or A don't last, B last. Okay, so A and B last is 3 over 5. A last, B don't last is 1 over 5. A don't last, I don't have answer, so I have to count lor. A don't last is 1 over 5 times B last is 3 over 4. Okay, then wait let me count 1 over 5 times 3 over 4 plus 1 over 5 plus 3 over 5. Okay, I get my answer 19 over 20. This is one of the way, longer way lah. Longer way. If they say at least one machine, I know I want these three answer out of these four. Okay, I want these three answers. So I take one by one. A intersect B, A intersect B complement, A complement intersect B. Okay, one by one, I get my answer 19 over 20. Or else, you can say at least one machine will last, meaning I will take the total probability equals to 1, right? The total probability will equals to 1. So can I say I use the total probability minus this probability? I will get this 3. Same, right? Okay, so you use 1 minus the A don't last and B don't last. So 1 minus the A don't last is 1 over 5. B don't last is 1 over 4. So 1 minus 1 over 20, I get 19 over 20 also. Can see or not? Same answer. So if you do this way or you do this way, also you can get full mark. Okay, either one. Or maybe we said we use the, I want this Venn diagram. I want to draw the Venn diagram. Let's say, so A and B last is 3 over 5. Okay, A and B last is 3 over 5. I clear this one. A moment. Ah. Okay. A and B also last 5 years is 3/5. Okay, so I draw my Venn diagram. I know this one A, B. So A and B both also last is 3/5. A last is 4/5. So A last is 4/5. This is 3/5. This one will be 1/5 lor. Okay, 4/5. B last will be 3/4. Okay, 3/4. So this part will be 3/4 minus 3/5. Okay, 3/4 minus 3/5. You get 3/20. This part is 3/20. Okay, so 1/5 plus 3/5 plus 3/20. This whole thing is 19/20. Outside become 1/20 lor. Okay. All right. So here when the question asks at least one will last, meaning either A this part or B this part or both, right? So at least one will last. You can say it is A or B. A or B. So it is equals to 1/5 plus 3/5 plus 3/20. So my answer is 19/20. Okay, this is using the Venn diagram. Or you say, I want to use formula. I know at least one is A or B. So my formula is PA plus PB minus the A intersect B. Okay, so here A is what? 4/5. B is 3/4. Intersect is 3/5. You count, you also get 19/20. Get it or not? So you have one way, two ways, using formula, using Venn diagram, or you want to use these two methods also can. Any question or not for this one, the part C? Understand or not? Anything you want to ask? Maybe you're confused? Any question, class? Okay, if for the Venn diagram you draw, the base no need to change, all same. You mean the denominator? This denominator? Never mind. Because if you want to change to, change to all the same, then when you do calculation, only you change. Like this one, no problem. You can just leave it like this. So let's say when you do calculation, you either use calculator, then you no need to change. If you want to use the manually, then only you times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. So 4/20, 12/20, 3/20, then you get 19/20. When you calculate, only you change. Or if you don't want to change, you want to directly use your calculator, also can. No problem. Change or no change is just that you want to solve. Then if after you change to let's say your answer that you get is 4/20 lah, you still need to change it back to the simplest form. So 1/5. Okay or not, Jihui? Okay. Alright. Then the last one, this one, they said neither machine will last 5 years. So neither will last 5 years means A don't last, B also don't last. So if A don't last, 1/5. B don't last is 1 over 4. So answer is 1 over 20. But if according to your Venn diagram, then you directly can give your answer 1 over 20 because this is A don't last, B don't last is 1 over 20. You can put A don't last and B also don't last equals to 1 over 20 through here. Also can. Okay, if you want to use the Venn diagram to, if your answer is this one, okay, meaning you know you get the answer from the Venn diagram, then make sure you show your Venn diagram also. If you directly give it this answer without the Venn diagram, then you don't get full mark. Okay, if you use the Venn diagram, you have to show your Venn diagram so that we know, where is this 1 over 5 from? Where is this 3 over 5 from? The 3 over 20. Clear? Okay, don't worry. Later, for those who are not so clear, you do, you redo again. Okay, redo again. See whether you okay with it or not. I clear this Jamboard, okay, because you have copied, right? So I clear this, and you use this one to paste your answer lah. It is by volunteer lah, You do on your own. Once you have done, you see the answer is not up, then you can paste your answer. So after you paste your answer, you put your name. Okay, you put your name. So next week, I will go through. Okay, roughly go through lah because we have discussed it before. And after that, we will question 8 and until question 12. I will need you to paste the answer and we discuss. So please make sure you are ready. Okay, get yourself ready. Then easier, we won't be wasting too long time. Okay, question 8 until question 12. You have to draw because you need the tree diagram. Okay, you need to draw the tree diagram. Then after that, you paste your answer, and the contingency table also you do first because the I think quite many parts. So you do first, then after that you paste your answer. But that one, I will choose the students to paste the answer lah. But your question that we discussed today, it is up to you if you want to paste or not. But if you have done ready, then you paste the answer to the Jamboard so the rest of the students also can refer. Okay. Jie can help me to see if anybody absent or not. I think everyone is here. Just check whether anybody signed in 2 accounts. Two device. No, so everyone is here. Anyone of you from this group didn't answer your assignment 2 or not? Anyone didn't answer assignment 2? Nobody, all answer. I think assignment 2, I will give it back to you next week. Next week, I will give you the feedback for assignment 2 and see if any one of you need to do make good or not. Okay, if you need to do make good, then I will give you another set of questions, then you have to solve. You have to solve. And if no need to do make good, meaning if you get more than 50 marks, then you are safe to go to the final. But please make sure you study. If you don't practice, you go to the final also, you are not able to pass, I tell you. Because for this subject, the final is 60%. Okay, 60%. So please make sure you really do practice. You don't say, online lah, because before this, I didn't pay attention. Online a lot of distraction I do this, I do that, I go and surf other website this and that. So yeah, when we know what marks for assignment 2, next week. Yeah, next week I will tell you. All right. So please make sure you do revision also, and your assignment, your final e-assessment, please make sure you don't submit late anymore. Because if you submit late, 100 marks will be deducted. It is actually affect a lot. 100 marks will be deducted. And if you submit after, I think, half an hour, then it is considered as no submission. Okay, no submission. If no submission, meaning you score 0 for your final. If you score 0 for your final, then it is too bad. You have to repeat the subjects. Okay, so please make sure. I think you don't wish to see me anymore, right? Yeah, so please make sure you really do well and you pass, okay, with flying colors. Okay? Any question or not? Oh yeah, one thing, you can actually start to do your passive question. Passive question, I will find the answer. I will find the final answer and I will post to the Google Classroom. But give me some time. I will find and post to the Google Classroom. So once you have done your past year, then you can check your answer lah. To see whether you are able to answer or not. It won't be that difficult, okay? The final, I mean, it will be more or less the same like like your past year. If you can do your past year, when you do your past year, you time yourself. Okay, let's say you give yourself 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours, see whether you can complete everything or not within the time frame. But in fact, if face to face, this subject only 2 hours will be given. You have to solve 100 marks. So actually, it is no excuse saying I cannot complete everything, this and that. Okay, the marks allocated is still be the same. Okay, same like the past year. You can check the past year when it is face to face. Okay, it is actually same. So cannot, no excuse to say I cannot complete because too many question or what. It is actually exactly the same. Not exactly the same. I mean, the pattern is still there. The marks allocated is still the same. Okay, if face to face can complete within 2 hours, I think online definitely can complete within 2 hours. But we actually give you 3 hours to solve. Okay, you are given 3 hours, and you are given 3 hours, and also I think extra 30 minutes for the submission, because you need to take photo you need to uh submit. Sometimes you say internet down but then please make sure if you allocate 30 minutes I think you will be fine. Okay, you won't like, hey, last minute I cannot submit how this and that. And remember, must click the submit button. Okay, there are students who didn't click the submit button. I can see the file. I can see the file in the Google Classroom. It is uploaded. But if you didn't click submit, it is still considered as missing. Okay, so please make sure you click the submit button. And everything also you take photo. Make sure all the pages that you want to submit, you take photo already. Okay, your final e-assessment is on 30th of April 30th of April. So you still have time around 3 weeks for you to do revision. So please score very well so and make sure you learn something hopefully you learn something. So this week lecture I will cover probability. Next week we will be doing probability distribution. Okay, next week we'll be doing probability distribution. Probability distribution is the last chapter already. Okay, all right, any question or not, class? Do you have anything you want to ask? Kawai, Chu Kawai, any question?
No, miss.
No, So next week, you all get ready lah. Make sure you are well prepared with your question 8 until question 12. So if you are called, if you are chosen, then you can directly paste your answer. Okay, and your question 1 until question 7, you just volunteer yourself to paste your answer lah in the Jamboard. All right. So if no question, I see you tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow 5 to 7. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Take care of yourself. See you. Bye bye.
Thank you, miss.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, miss.
Bye bye.
Uh,